this is one of the most exciting, most interesting things of data science, machine learning. How many of you can recognize this movie? This is one of my favorite movies. Not one of my favorite. This is the favorite movie. So guesses. Okay. Prakash says Terminator. R. Agrawal says Terminator. Sunaina Singh says Terminator 2, The Judgment Day. All right. So Terminator 2, The Judgment Day is the movie. Now, why are we talking about this? I know you all might be more interested in the movie right now, but it's not out of the blue that I have quoted these two scenes. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is a 1992 movie. In 1992, and even before, many Hollywood movies have shown this kind of theme. They showed artificial intelligence taking over the world. And since then, artificial intelligence kind of became a very conflicting, driving very contradictory emotions when being discussed in public. So is artificial intelligence a bad thing or a good thing? That is a very, very raging debate. And if you follow Tesla CEO and chairman Elon Musk, he also tweeted some nasty and some interesting things about this. Like any other tool, it depends who is using it, in whose hands it is. It's ultimately an ethical thing. But yes, it has the power to disrupt. It has the power to go both ways. Why are we talking about artificial intelligence right now? Because we are going to talk about machine learning. And I find these two pictures the most interesting, exciting part of machine learning, which I saw roughly 28 years back. And even at that time, it amazed me to see that a machine can learn. Now, can you relate these two words? If you have seen this movie, in the left scene, the boy is making the Terminator, who is a machine, understand the value of life. He is making him promise not to kill anyone. And in the second scene, he's teaching him some game. So by listening to him, by seeing him do things, the machine is learning. This may be a very abstract thing, and machine learning in practical, which you'll be doing few months or years down the line, you might be cursing me that it didn't turn out to be so interesting. Yes, to begin with, it's abstract, but this is the ultimate thing which machine learning and then artificial intelligence achieves, to teach a machine without specifically coding. Now, answer this question. Why do we need programming? So programming is a language by which you tell the computer to do something, but a computer does nothing more and nothing less than what's being told to it. Unlike a human being learns. Even a small child, if you see in the picture, is learning from the shapes, from the colors, from the touch of that toy. They learn how to walk by looking at other people, by looking at elders, by trying. A computer, a machine doesn't do that normally, does it? Similarly, when the child grows up, they learn from facial expressions. They learn from emotions. They learn from what does a hand movement mean, what different hand movements mean. And they learn from body languages. This is how human being learns. Similarly, data science has advanced to the level of machine learning where you can teach a machine to learn. If you see this, and if you go in YouTube or any machine learning website, you'll find this is one of the most quoted example of machine learning algorithm and learning. Here, we are teaching the machine to identify from the picture whether that picture is of a cat or a dog. What we do here is we give the machine label data here. Label data means we give a picture of the cat and tell the machine that it is a cat. Machine sees that picture, identifies the patterns, small nose, whiskers, big eyes, this kind of ears. Mostly, a cat has a different features than the dog. So it identifies by the pictures, and many of them, not one, many of them, that how does a cat look like, and more importantly, how is it different from a dog? Because we give pictures of dogs as well. So as you see in this picture, the machine statistically differentiates between a cat and a dog. And once the machine learns it, and then when we give them a picture of a dog, they will tell you this is a dog. If you give them a picture of a cat, they will tell you this is a cat. What happens if you give them a picture of a tiger? Well, that is where, or things like that, makes the model's performance less than 100%. So when they say my model is 95% accurate, they mean out of 100 times, 5 times it will commit some mistake. So if they give 100 pictures of cat and dog, 95 times they will identify if the 95% is the performance of that model. Similarly, if you give photo of a pug, its features are somewhere in between common dog feature and cat features. The machine might commit a mistake, but still it's a big leap from coding each and every line in the machine to make the machine learn itself. And this is machine learning in the simplest way. This is one of my favorite comic strips. So there are mainly 3 types of machine learnings. We'll not go into very detail of it. We are just getting introduced to it because machine learning will come much later, even after you learn data science. But let us understand it. Let's not leave it as a jargon. Let us imbibe this. Let us absorb this word. There are 3 types of machine learning primarily: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement based learning. This is not different from how a human being learns. Almost similar. A supervised learning, from the very childhood, we teach a child by showing them objects. This is a ball. In the alphabetical chart, if you see A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, the pictures to identify. Similarly, in supervised learning, when we give a picture, we also tell them that this is the name of the object. Like here, we are giving the pictures of the apple and telling them these are apples. So when the model is fed with a picture of apple and not told anything, the model will tell you this is an apple. The model or the computer learns. Supervised learning. You are supervising it. You are giving the labels. That is supervised learning. Then the unsupervised learning is basically you are not telling the machine. It's even more beautiful. The machine is learning on itself. You are not telling the machine whether it's an apple, it's a banana, or it's an orange. It's learning on itself. But it will not tell you what it is. It will only, based on the patterns, give you clusters. Divide them in clusters. Like you see, apples, bananas, and peach. They are differentiated in different clusters. The machine doesn't know what apple is called. And then there is reinforcement learning. So can you see this game? Anyone identifies which game is this? Great, great. Many people seem to have played this game. It's Mario or Super Mario. Now, coming from a movie, entering a game, you must be thinking what this person is doing. This is reinforcement learning. When a computer, this is an example of reinforcement learning. When a computer plays a game and learns and gets better at it. Am I being clear? I'll repeat. In reinforcement learning, the computer interacts like in a video game, like in a real life thing. It interacts and then learns. So if a computer or if a robot is walking and goes to a step, he cannot climb it but falls down. He comes back, goes back again there, but this time he will stop because he remembers last time he fell there. And then he will try to do different things because this is reinforcement learning. He is learning from the environment. Similarly, this is very commonly used in video games where computers learn from playing that game. And you will be amazed to know that now there are computers which have been beating human beings at the games human being created for human beings by learning them. Google AlphaGo AI. AI is artificial intelligence. Google's AlphaGo AI is a Google robot kind of bot. Now it is the best Geo player. Geo is a game player in the world. And it has defeated the world champions over and over again. So it is now undisputed kind of leader in this game. It has learned by not by supervised or unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. I still remember 1996 when Deep Blue finally defeated Garry Kasparov at the game, not the match, the game of chess. A game of chess is not match of chance, like you win one match and you say I'm the winner. It was a series of matches and it defeated Garry Kasparov conclusively. Years back, same IBM Deep Blue, a previous model, was defeated by Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov was the world champion at that time. It came back and defeated Garry Kasparov in 1996. This is possible that computers can outsmart humans by reinforcement learning. And this is how I sum it. So artificial intelligence is a big umbrella under which machine learning comes, and then deep learning. We are not touching deep learning over here. Deep learning is primarily neural networks and working with even deeper level of data. But that also comes under artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's a subset of both. And data science overlaps it, coincides with it, and becomes the first step to go in these domains. So here is the official definition of machine learning. Let me read it out for you. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatically through experience. Now, this experience can be interacting with the environment, or you supervising them, or you giving them data unsupervised. In these three ways, the machine learns.